Hello and welcome everyone to today's coding challenge. And today we were gonna discuss a problem of weekly contest 454 named as count special triplets, in which we have given an integer array named as nums, and in this nums we have to find a triplet of indices I, j and k such that it follows these three conditions. I, j and k is basically are all have to be within the range of this size of this nums, and this nums of j is have to be 2 times of this nums of I, and nums of j is equals to 2 times of this nums of k as well. If all these three condition gets hold, then only we have to return the total number of such special triplets in the array, and as the answer may be very large, we have to return this in the modulo. So let us look the example number 1. Nums is equals to 636, and in this we have to choose 3 indices I, j, k such that the jth index is sandwiched between this I and k, so that the value of this nums of j is basically half of the nums of I and half of this nums of k as well. And in this nums there are only one such special triplet is possible. That is, if we have I equals to 0, j equals to 1 and k equals to 2, these all three condition gets hold, and we have to return 1 in this case. For example number 2, if we choose I equals to 0, j equals to this 2 and k equals to this 3, then we can see that all these above three condition gets hold. That means this j is basically sandwiched between this I and this k, so that the value of this j is exactly half of this nums of I and this nums of k as well. And this is the only answer possible, so I have to return 1. In this example number 3, if we first choose this I equals to 0, j equals to 1 and k equals to this 3, then we can see that this 4 is basically sandwiched between this 8 and this 8, such that the value of this nums of j is exactly half of nums of I and nums of k. So this is one of the answer possible, and the other answer possible here is this I equals to 1, j equals to 2 and k equals to this 4, such that this 2 is sandwiched between these two 4s, such that the value of this nums of j is exactly half of this nums of I and this nums of k. So in example number 3, we have two possible answers, so return 2. So what could be the basic intuition behind this to solve this problem? For every integer j, let us visualize for this j, we have to find someone from the previous of this j, so that that indices have exactly the value that is equals to 2 times of this nums of j, and someone from this right subarray such that it has someone who has the value exactly 2 times of this nums of j. If this condition gets hold, then only we have to increment our result. So what is the basic intuition to solve this? So let us look at this first. This is the code to solve this problem, and in this code what we are doing, let us first visualize this clearly. First we have to initialize our mod and the size of this nums of array. Then we first initialize two empty unordered maps named as left and right. So let us suppose this left and this right are initially empty and does not contain any element. And now first we have to put the frequencies of array of elements inside our right map. So let us start a loop for I equals to 0. That means this I equals to 0 is this indices, and we have to increment the frequency of this nums of I in this right map. So nums of I is 6, and this plus plus indicates that create a key named as 6 with a value 1. Now this is 3, so create a key named as 3 with value 1. Now this 6 means that there is a key named as 6, so increment the value from 1 to 2. After doing this, initialize our result equals to 0 and start iterating over this ARR or nums again. For j equals to 0, that means j is pointing to this 0th index, this 6. First we have to decrement the frequency from our right map. So this 2 is now, this 2 becomes 1 now. Frequency is now 1, and this is empty. This is first empty. That means left map is empty and there is no key present in this map initially. Now for this j equals to 0, find out what is the possible 2 times of this nums of j. That means 2 times of nums of j is 12, so this val is 12. For this 12, what we have to find, is there any element in its left that has exactly same value as me, and exactly same value because we are already multiplying it by 2. And is there any indices present in the right that has exactly the same value as me? This L val contains left of 12 and this R val contains right of 12, and we can find out that we do not have any key named as 12 from this map, so return this L val contains 0, and we do not have any key in this right map as well that has named as 12, so this R val also contains 0. Update our result from result plus L val into R val of mods. So this is basically 0, this is initially 0, 0 plus 0 into 0 and modulus of that, so this is basically 0 plus 0 and modulus of that, that is res is 0. And now after completing this, update the frequency of nums of j in the left map. That means after completing this all, this 6 is now becoming a previous or the left indices for some future indices. So update the frequency of this 6 in the left map. So a key is created in this left map that has frequency 1, and our j is now starts pointing to this 3. So now takes the value 2 times of nums of j, that means this 3 into 2 is 6. Now again we have to check. Doing this before, we also have to decrement the frequency of this 3 from our right map. So this is empty now, that means this 3 is vanished from our right map. Now this val is 6 and we have to check, is there any key in this left map that matches to this 6 or not. So this time this left map has a key named as 6 and that has the frequency 1. So this L val contains 1 and this R val also contains 1 because the right map has a key named as 6 and has a frequency of 1. So this time this rest is basically 0 plus 1 into 1 modulus of that. That means 0 plus 1 and the modulo of this one is basically 1. So update our result from 0 to 1, and after doing this update the frequency of this 3 in our left, because now for these upcoming indices this 3 is going to be a left indices for all of them. So a key named as 3 is created with a frequency of 1 and this 6 is already presented in this with a frequency of 1. Now this j starts pointing to this 6. So j points to here and now we have to decrement first from our right. So this right map has a key named as 6 and that has a frequency of 6. So first decrement this and after decrementing this 6 gets vanished and our right map is empty. Now value this time is 6 into 2, that means 12, and we have to check, is there any key present in the left map that has name 12 and is there any key present in this right map named as 12, and we can see that there is no key in the left map named as 12 and there is no key in the right map as well named as 12. So this is 0 and 0. So this is 1 plus 0 into 0 of modulus is, that means 1 plus 0 and the modulus of that means 1, and then we have to update the frequency of this nums of j in our left map. That means this gets updated from 1 to 2 and our right map is empty, and this is updated because it is possible that this array may have some right elements and for those elements these all elements are going to be the left indices for them. So after completing all this j equals to 0, we can see that this left map has exactly this correct frequencies present in our nums array. That is 3 has a frequency of 1 and 6 has a frequency of 2. This states that we traverse our nums of array correctly. And finally after all this we have to return our current result as our answer. So return this. First we have to typecast this from long to integer and then return that. So now let us code this. First we have to initialize our mod, then the size, then we have to initialize our two empty maps, that is left and right. Traverse on the nums array first and update all the frequencies in right map first. Again traverse on this nums array. Decrement the value in the right map first and then check the value. Now find out the current value present in the left map or not, and in the right map or not. And finally update our result from lval into rval and take the modulo of this. After doing all this, we have to update the frequencies of nums of j into our left map, and then finally we have to return our answer. So first typecast this long into integer and then return this. So I hope this will run fine, and let us check if it is running fine or not. It is running fine, so let us submit this and check if it is correct or not. It is correct and it does passes all the 100 and 1121 test cases. So thank you all to listening our solution, and I hope you all get a crystal clear explanation for this, and you all will clearly understand the concept behind this. And if you have any further optimization possible for this, let us know for that in comments. And thank you guys, and keep doing coding, and do like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.